Good afternoon and welcome back to the Guernsey Indoor Bowling Stadium on Rink 5, where we are live streaming one of the semi-finals in the PBA World Open Pairs Qualifier for the 2026 Championships. I'm Alan, and alongside me you've got Ian once again.
Greetings.
Who will provide the wit and entertainment for this afternoon.
I can manage that. Start off slowly, improve a bit later on.
Okay. Well, on Rink 5 then, we are watching the match between Luke Bell and Greg Davis, who are playing Ben Harris and Conor Chamberlain. The other semi-final is on Rink 3. We will try and keep you up to date with the score as we go along. That's Dan Delamere and Chris Bishard, who are Guernsey players, and they are playing Jack Wells and Sam King.
So Luke is from England, playing with Greg Davis from Jersey. They're using the same set, so their bowls, well, from the top look mainly white, but if they fall over you might see them as more blue. But the red stickers of the totally blue bowls and the orange bowls, that's Conor and Ben, obviously. There's two of them in the team. See, I'll work that out on my own, Alan. You didn't need to help me there.
Yeah, give you a gold star.
Thank you. Well, it's called for him to be down through the head.
One.
Took a few out.
Another, mate.
Two away, so.
Either side.
So Ben's conversion shots have been quite effective today, and to a point even Conor's played some conversion shots when being down and just arrived to the head to sit the wood, drag the jack. So that's first end to the, I was going to say Jersey combo. I can't say Jersey combo because it's Jersey, England. So the Luke Bell pair, that's 1-0 up. And over on the other rink, somebody's in front of the board. I can see one side, not the other.
Yeah, it's blocked for me as well, Ian, so...
Right up.
Yeah, really good.
It's 1-1, two ends.
1-1 after two ends, okay.
Yep. Yeah, they kicked off very slightly earlier because our game here had a longer quarter final, so they had just enough time to grab a sandwich.
Alright, very good.
You're up. Do it.
Good start.
Oh, down the inside, side of it, side left. Okay, very good. Still holding one, mate.
Well, Greg's opened it up, giving Luke a bit more room. And Conor, of course.
Oh, mate. That's it. Yeah, pretty cracking stuff.
Yeah, after his first one being a touch-up. You can't argue with that one either.
wait. Easy now. Do it. Go over the top.
So these players, I think they all played yesterday, but they've certainly played a few games so far today, so they should all have the weight now. Even if you've moved across out a rink or two, the greens are consistent here.
Come on, mate.
That's it, mate. Do the odd.
Well, a little touch was handy, just kept him in. May have counted anyway, but nudged him behind the jack. A much better shot than he would have otherwise just had.
Loads. Really close here.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry.
Line more, mate. Yeah, it's 2 foot short, that is. Probably take one away. Yeah.
So Conor explaining, we'll lie them all, so holding 3.
Mine did it.
And then they're asking if they stand up the bowl, does it cut out? Well, if you play it like that, you're not going to stand the bowl up, you're going to do well.
Just drew in perfectly, yes.
Yeah. So 4 to Conor, to Ben and Conor.
Come on. Right up, Greg. Yeah, very good again, pal. Well up. See ya. Okay. Right after this.
Last ball, man.
I'll play, mine.
It's going up.
Good adjustment.
Down hard. I'm great. That's what that face is really good for.
Well, I've just pushed it from Greg, but it'd be happier there than even probably another on 18 inches short. Opens up his options slightly more as well.
Looks a good bowl.
Okay, good ball, mate.
Just around, falling back in.
Yeah.
I think you want to cover this spot. Yeah, that's where it's going.
Well, just pressed through slightly, put himself under pressure for that last bowl. Conor's asked Ben to cover the spot on the bottom right, as you'll see it. So that's covered it.
It's 2 down, but it's losing the odd.
Well, I'd be a bit disappointed with that. So another 2 to Ben and Conor. Make it 6-1 after 3 ends. And over on rink 3. So a couple more ends played, and that is 5-1 to Jack Wells and Sam King.
Yeah, gone. Yeah, we are. Steady in now. Yeah.
Sorry about the noises there. My amateur friend next to me doing exactly what he told me off for doing before. Moving cameras while we still got the sound going.
I thought it was just your tummy in.
Maybe. It's been a while since I've eaten properly. That's the thing about these bowl tournaments. You don't have time to go out and eat or whatever, so it's always grab a quick sandwich or an apple or whatever you might have nearby. Same for the players. At least it's a shorter day today. Yesterday, well, you were around as well, but we arrived at what, 7:30 around there, and then we left at 11:30 at night.
Yes,
Long enough day.
it was, yes.
And
And young Emily, our camera operator next door. Long day as well.
For any student, it's a long day.
Having to be out of bed before midday makes it a long day.
It's probably unfair, that, but it applies in our case.
It's alright, we keep stocked up with sweets and that as well. Looks a fairly good track.
It does.
Oh, just drifting through.
Looking to rest either of those woods, I imagine.
Yeah, well, it's just a draw, but yes, if you fraction over, sit the wood. Fraction tight, that's his own in front, it would have been. Anyway, similar for Luke, just draw in. Any touch as a bonus.
Make the trip. Very quick.
Minor, mate. Sure.
Well, Ben's liking that one so much he's up before the bowl.
Run.
Well, he knew it was going.
Good bowl, to be fair.
Yep. If you knew it's going there, I'd be chasing it as well like that.
Need something on.
So I can only see Luke basically drawing it on the backhand. Or trying to play it on the forehand. Okay.
Well, I'm
Run out.
Well, I think he's down on the spot. He was 1 or 2 down behind. So I was struggling to see a real benefit. That's why I said the draw.
yeah, it's an interesting call. But another shot to Ben and Conor.
So 7-1 on forehands. And another shot over on rink 3. So Sam King is 6-1 up.
Mate.
Good start.
Now to the gumbo.
Oh, very good response.
Only that, mate.
Yeah, from what I've seen,
Can do, yeah, just
I
come
mean,
to the
it's not to
post.
say Luke hasn't played well, but from what I've seen, Greg's played some like that in the few games before, so he has done well. Obviously, when you're playing yourself, you can't always look over and see every wood, but
Okay.
it might be just coincidence that he's
Right.
put them on when I've been looking over.
And a gumbo. Back long.
Isn't that the theory that you know, I only look over every so often at your woods, and I say you've had a good game today because I've seen 3 ends.
Yeah, and I don't like to tell you what's happened in the other ends.
Exactly.
I'm in bowl. That's good. On the mark.
Well, cracking draw there on rink 3 from Dan Delamet. Just drawing a touch up. He might have made 2 actually, or it might be 1 anyway, but I think he's 2. That'll at least keep them in the set. Obviously this is our feature ink, so we're keeping track of this one, but we will try and let you know what's going on the other one. Doubly so because it's got Guernsey representation, so we're keen to follow what's happening.
I just went through the gap there of the 2 woods. He was reaching.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a valid shot. If he gets the jack, makes 2, land the wood. But when you play that, if you don't get your connection, you soon end up
As long as you don't
not a
get
lot in the head and can get in trouble.
Okay, fine. Close. Another one about though.
Oh, as Greg said, close, but
I think it's only one. Doesn't change you anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 foot out and I got it.
well, I'm glad Conor confirmed it because I was going to say close, but I don't fancy it.
Just under the line.
Well, I think that's more the weight. He probably wanted that
Yeah.
line.
The board, if you lift it, is probably worth the 4. Sorry? 1 roll over's 4 shots, yeah.
So you're here. They just arriving, just a yard. Land the bowl, stand it up.
Hurry!
That'll make 4.
Hurry! Hurry!
It's close to it.
Oh,
Oh my word! Sat back down. Well, that was a cracking effort, and that's how vulnerable Ben left the head. Just having 2 little digs at it. Some ends that goes for you, some ends like that you leave yourself in trouble and could have easily dropped a 4, but
definitely.
they didn't. 1 and a take for 2.
And yet we look at the
Oh,
bowls
yeah,
with this
goodbye.
camera angle. And you've got one bot. You can see the spot there that's used for the meter marks. Seems fairly obvious, but
Well, if it's that obvious, which one then?
2. Moved it enough.
not the one at the back.
2.
There's 2, but
The one at the back.
yeah. Right. Let me turn the mic on for you, Ian. It might help.
That was my best work. How far do I have to rewind?
The score's 7-3,
Just
and
So they'll be happy with that. They're still in with a shout. 2 2s to get something out of it. When you're 7-1 up with 3 ends, you still need to fight for it, but you feel you can play fairly safe.
and let's just intervene with the score on rink 3.
So Dan Delamere picked up a 2 the previous end to be 6-3 down. So Jack Wells and Sam King were 6-3 up, and Chris and Dan have just taken that set. So I didn't see them what bowls they're kicking out, but it must have been a 4 because they've marked it on the home side. So that's an amazing comeback by those. 6-1 down, 2 ends later, you've won it.
And bearing in mind the format of these games, where it's 2 bowl pairs, so it's not as though you have lots of spare bowls.
No.
That's an amazing score.
Well, we will keep an eye out just to make sure they haven't put it on the wrong side, but we're slightly I'm slightly shocked with that the pairing that they're playing, Sam and Jack, have dropped to 4. So yeah, really good end if they've got that. So it looks like Ben and Conor could be holding one, but Greg has got a couple of seconds. Oh, squeeze between the 2 bowls to get the jack. If you got the bowl, that was 4 shots. So they must be down, otherwise they wouldn't bother, because they would have just taken the 1 and made it 8-3. So that score makes 8-3. So that'll be the first set to Ben and Conor. Yep, that's the end of the end. 8-3 to Ben and Conor to take the first set after 6 ends.
Come on, don't give up. Keep coming. Come on. Yeah, you got it. Then Greg. Play an open.
Well, it was a good bowl by Conor, and it's a good response by Greg.
Mate. That's far short. Must be getting got count choices.
So I've gone just to make sure I didn't get that wrong. It was definitely a 4 to Dan and Chris, right on it. And they've now played the first end of the second set, and 3 bowls virtually touching, so they picked up a 3 there as well. So they've jumped out in the second set. That's a turnaround from the start of the game.
Hurry, Nick. Hurry, Nick. Hurry. Hurry.
Unlucky. Second ball. Give up. It's close, one of them. Yeah.
Well, cracking effort from Luke. At least he's given himself, well, second or another second, but that bowl is second. Close down the target, or the options for Ben to get a score. And Chris Bishard on the other rink, he's got another 2 on it. Sam's having to fire. Yep, Sam's firing.
No change yet.
And they liked it. He ditched the jack. So it makes it awkward for Dan, but that's just what Sam needed.
Take the 2 foot out. Can't see it going wrong.
Oh, Luke's just dropped that one. He's dropped a few short, but he has also played some decent ones. I think Ben and Conor probably have been a little bit more consistent, but they have left themselves in a couple of predicaments which could have been very costly, but fortunately they didn't get punished. The Luke and Greg pairing were close but couldn't quite make those count. Well, on the other rink, that was actually a 3 in the end. Sam drew another one, so 3 for Jack and Sam.
We've got that. Good shot.
Well, Greg's overplayed that a little bit this time. Maybe even Conor.
Well. Lucky bad. Down in a couple of feet. Road.
25 years I had this thing.
Good.
He's still
Oh, sure.
Well, that's good of Ben, just closing down that
Oh, mate.
that gap.
Keep running, buddy.
Closing down the target.
Yard on that. What's that?
Well, he's put both hands in the air after delivering that one. I don't know if that means it's good or it means it's running.
Yard more you get.
He thought it was running.
Yard. Hurry now. Hurry, mate. Hurry, buddy.
Oh, that looks short again.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that is 2. So it's now 3-0 after 2 ends. And next door, Dan and Chris have taken another 2. So there you go, 5-3 up again.
Right.
Or take the lead again to go 5-3 up.
Ready in. 30 yards, yeah. Big foot. Ready in. Ready. Good plum.
Good bowl by Greg.
Yep.
Nicely on the centre as well. No target to run for. So a draw for Ben.
Big feet.
Okay.
Ali Marion's just gone past with a club shirt she swapped or got from a player. Means more to us Guerns because we're nicknamed Guernsey Donkeys,
Well done, mate. You count. Well done.
probably because we're stubborn. But this shirt has got a donkey on the back, so she liked it and has managed to bargain it from a player. Not sure what the barter price was.
Line 2, same ball's good.
We'll settle for 2. Had room. So that'll make it 3-2 after 3 ends. It's one of those we could look at any end and we go that last end or whatever it was where I didn't manage to sit that bowl or turn that bowl or whatever you're trying to do. But it's when you look at back at those as well, you go, yep, 18 inches to draw, I missed it, could have done better.
Start here, lad. Right up now. Right up. Very good. Well done.
Yeah, good bowl from Conor. And it's seesawing next door, so it's a 3 this time to Sam King and Jack. So they're 6-5 up.
Nicely now, no gap. Good gap.
That was close.
Yeah, excellent effort by Greg.
Right up. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, another good ball by Conor.
Yeah, 2 excellent bowls there.
Can be sprung.
Yeah, it looks like Luke can spring it behind Greg's bowl, but it'll be going behind it rather than dead on it, so it needs to play really good weight. Or pick more weight, knowing he's going to have to draw to it afterwards.
Not bad.
Oh,
That was close.
that was close. Well, now he can play that same weight because he's waiting for it.
Well, Ben may try and cover that first.
You would hope he would.
Good, yeah.
Well,
That's a cracking wood. That's where it's going.
Not in. No, same ball, mate. You go through the gap.
Oh, hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
Oh, that's it.
Still stalking it. Wasn't really looking at lifting that front one over, but it's definitely an option. Not easy at all, but I think it's possible for Ben to get in there. He does have to be careful.
it's quite a delicate shot.
Yeah. Looks like he's chickened out. He made it look like he was going to play it. I thought it was brave. I mean, if he touched it, it might go towards his own. But he does have to be careful.
This one to the away side. I think I beat you to that, Ian.
You did.
One to the away side.
So 4-2 after 4 ends.
Take a hard in you. Come on over them. Good there.
So definitely a longer jack. We moved the camera this time to get the jack in.
And more seesawing of the scores over on rink 3. So Guernsey pair of Dan Delamere and Chris Bichard. They scored a 2, so they're now 7-6 up after 5 ends.
I think he's right. Right. Go on now.
Well, Alan, I'm not sure if it's the sweets we've been eating or if,
Not going to be wasted.
or what, but
Yeah, just push
I
it
seem to have got the creakiest chair in the whole building. Got to stay really still.
Which I know is a struggle for you. Oh, looks short.
Yeah. 5 feet, mate.
It's up to you, mate. Get your yard out.
Yeah, it's kind of... I think Luke's been all or nothing. He's been short like that or really near it. Greg has been on average thereabouts.
Ben's beaten his wood again.
Yours still there for you, mate.
But pretty good.
Lily.
So 2 conceded. That makes it 6-2 after 5 ends. And over on rink 3, that's seesawed all the way through this set. Opposite side scoring every single end. So Jack and Sam have scored a 3 there to lead 9-7, playing their last end. So Dan and Chris need to score 2 to avoid it going to a tie break.
Right.
Okay, very good. Come on.
Well, when you need to score, that's a cracking wood to play. And just next door, Chris Bishard, they need to score 2, and Chris Bishard has put 2 right on the jack as well. So he's put his pair in a driving force for that rink over there.
Finish, kid. Finish. Keep coming. Yeah, top, mate.
Bob. Good, good there. Well done. Conor.
Well, good effort from Greg. Not quite enough to do the job though. Still a good bowl, still in the head. Gives his skip an option, an extra option if they need it.
They might need it, but you're talking about playing the bowl away, I assume.
Possibly, and it depends how close Ben gets. You know, they need to score. Well, 1 is okay, but means they need 4 on the last end. So 2 or 3 is what they'd be hoping for.
Now, makes the angle slightly different.
Well, just heard a big shout from next door as well. So I think Chris was 2. Sam has sat 1 out. That looks like a measure, but they might still be 2. But Dan's going to try and draw it to make sure.
Oh, good try, Luke. Just a bit short.
Well, you heard the noise, encouragement at next door, but Dan sat a bowl that was really close to the head, but it didn't fall in, so only ended up with 1. So that's going to go to a tie break.
Close it. Right. Be right.
Be nice, be
He's
nice, be
looking
nice.
very close here. A very good try, but he's still one down. Luke needs to try and make use of his last wood. Make it count.
Yeah, he's. They won't be satisfied with needing to get 4 on the last ends. 2 here at least. You only. It's still not easy, but only need 3. Looks target area.
Weight looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, weight was spot on.
Oh,
Oh. Weight was good, just a fraction high.
so only 1. So 6-3 after 6 ends. They need that 4, which I said they wouldn't want to need, but that's where they are.
No one ever wants to need any shots and be behind on the last end, but
True, you want your opposition needing 4. I want my opposition needing 4, my lead to have a front and back toucher. Only then am I relatively happy.
I like the way you put relatively in front
Oh
of
yeah,
the word happy there.
you're
Still
just-
not happy.
No.
just-
I'm very difficult to please. I would have thought after, blimey, almost 40 years bowling together, you'd know that by now.
I do, and I suspect that half of the Guernsey bowlers were nodding along watching their screens when you said that.
We probably said only relatively. Well, I'm struggling to see how Luke's gonna make this with 1 short, 1 behind. Yeah.
And the answer is he's not. Shaking hands. That's the set.
And the game. So 2-0 to Ben Harris and Conor.
So they're the first to go through into the final.
So if you stay with us, we'll shuffle some cameras around. Over on rink 3, so the angles wise it won't be the best, but we'll just catch the tie break. First end of the tie break went to Sam King. So you can see that the white ones are holding, which is Sam King. Well, Dan's just got right on it. Really good bolt. Cracking response there. So Dan had got a brilliant shot, but cracking response by Sam to trail it around the corner himself. Tucked it against his own bolt. So from over here, this is sidearm, but you can see the white one's right on it. That's where he's moved it to. We'll stay on that one. Dan just split the woods and ran on. What a perfect bowl for what he was after. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
We can, well, the opposition get the choice where they go. We can tell them to go and check YouTube. They'll be able to pause if they want.
Well, looks as though they've decided the end doesn't count. It was a dead end.
Well, I hope it didn't affect them too much. As it happens, as you can see, same as us, we swung the cameras around from the other game. So Dan Delamere played a cracking shot and got his team shot. His lead, Chris, got a little bit excited.
Well, Chris obviously thought it was the last wood.
Correct, and kicked the head in, ready to play the last end, but forgot Sam had another one. So people did look around, and we were sort of just giving a wave and saying we can show you if you want. And the opposition, as to the ones who made the mistake, so Sam and Jack would have had the option to put the woods back where they were, but in the meantime of quickly discussing that, the players just went, "We'll be here all night," putting them, finding the right place, so they just picked them up and walked back. So it kind of forced the hand anyway that they replayed the end. Hope that hasn't affected the players too much. As you can see, they just they're professional enough. They've just got on with it. Another good head. Well, Dan just trying to cover if they spring the jack. So I don't know the English players well enough, but Dan certainly, that won't affect him. He just rolls with it, whatever happens. Well, it's close. Skim past the jack, but that's what Dan was looking to cover if he played the wood onto that jack, or if he grabbed it clean. Yeah, these things, the kicking the bowl or kicking the head in, it's more so a bowl rather than a whole head, but it happens. That's why there's a rule there to try and cover it, because we know it happens. So one to the Guernsey pair, so they're all level. Final end of the tie break. So we've just got the other camera around, show you the head, this new head. From this angle we can't really tell who's holding, whether it's that jack-eye yellow bowl. I'm sure they would all feel they can get closer than that. Almost, but no cigar. I would say Sam's going to follow that, sit on the yellow. That's his target, or inside that yellow, should I say. Well, he's followed it line-wise.
That'll look good.
So bit over there from Dan. Couldn't quite do it right at the death. So Sam King and Jack Wells take that on the third end of the tie break. It's been a good game, and so after our first game, glad to bring you the final few ends, or the tie break of that one, and the drama of the kicking the head in. Always interesting. And the final, I imagine we'll have a 15-20 minute break. I don't know. The organisers will soon let us know. So we'll catch you back shortly.
So bye from us for now.